Pop Scoop.
Hello, I'm Jack Sims here from Pop Scoop, and I'm with Dagny.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Awesome. First of all, look at the weather.
Oh my God, I feel like we're so lucky right now. The rain has been like following us around for 2 weeks, and then we come here and it's just like magical.
Just a burst of sunshine just for the day like today. British summertime, perfect name. What's it like to be here?
It's very nice. It was very exciting to get this gig. Like, we were super pumped about it, and again, like the weather being like it is, and yeah, I just hope that it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really nice day.
Let's hope so. We've obviously got Justin Bieber here. So many amazing acts. Anne-Marie, Martin Garrix. Who is your ultimate inspiration in music?
You know, I don't know if I have like one ultimate inspiration. I think that I get like inspired by different artists for different things. Like lyrically, I would really love someone like Burns and Ryan Adams and people that manage to like combine this like incredible poetry with still like something that you can like relate to. But I think that in music, then it's much more like energetic stuff, like I don't know, on the top of my head, like Foster the People have some great songs with lots of great energy, and there's a Swedish girl called Tove Styrke, which I think are amazing right now. She's amazing at the moment, and so there's lots of different things. Like, I grew up with so much music, but I didn't really ever have, except from like Spice Girls, obviously, which was like the big 90s. Like, I didn't really have one thing that I remember being like, oh, that's my true. It's like, that's what I want to be. It's just all sorts of artists, yeah.
Amazing. So I see you've got your new single out.
Yeah.
Wearing Nothing.
That's right.
What's the message?
We wanted to write a song that's it's obviously playing on this idea of being naked with someone, or like you know, wearing nothing, but it's kind of also talking about wanting to, you know, when you meet someone that makes you feel like you just want to be completely bare and not put anything in between and just completely open up and show everything. And yeah, I think it's a really strong feeling, and like when you, for me, it's quite a rare thing to meet someone that makes you feel like you just want to be like, you know, sometimes it can be hard to be like completely bare and show everything. So that's what we wanted to write about.
So thank you very much, Dagny, for speaking to us, and we hope to see more from you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. But I'm here with Isom.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So what inspired you to start music, and what was the initial thought that you wanted to pursue a career in music?
I think it was the guitar, just the look of the guitar and the way it sounded like really stood out to me when I was a kid, about 12, no, not even that, 9, 8, 7 sort of vibes. And yeah, and I really was just so passionate about it. I wanted my own guitar and I wanted to play it, so I taught myself guitar, and then like the singing came after as well. But yeah, that's where it kind of came from, and I just kind of followed it from there. Just never wanted to give up with it, really. Yeah.
So what advice would you have for upcoming musicians who want to get into the industry, want to obviously be performing on the summer stage here at British Summertime? What would you have advice for them?
I think just if you have a passion for it, just don't ignore it. Like really follow it, because if you feel it like really bubbling in you, then I just say just go in and just practice, do as many gigs as possible, write as many songs as possible, and just enjoy it at the same time. But really just got to be like so focused with it, but at the same time just follow that passion that you had in the first place with it and never lose it. That's kind of I had to say, really, because that's where it came from me anyway. That's how it kind of went down. But yeah.
Did you find a lot of the support from your family and friends throughout music?
Yeah, I mean, my dad, he's been like absolutely amazing, and the rest of my family have been incredible as well. And my friends are wicked. Like they're like, you know, I like playing them the songs, and then I get their opinion on it, because you know they're a bit of an outsider. You know, yeah, true, very true. They're like, yeah, that's not that good, but that one's wicked. So yeah, they really, you know, they're so supportive. I love it when they're all, like, even a couple of people coming down today, my friends and that. Yeah, it's gonna be wicked, man. I love it.
So what do you have coming up in the future? Any EPs? Any music?
Yeah, we're releasing. I'm releasing an acoustic EP in September, and then we're releasing a my song called Control on Spotify late July, and then a couple new videos are coming out real soon as well with my original stuff.
What sort of stuff inspired them songs and EPs?
Just sort of personal experiences, feelings, and the help of some other incredible writers that I've been working closely with, and just what they go through and stuff like we bounce, because I feel like sometimes concepts and that they do run dry a bit, so you need a bit of inspiration from somewhere. So when you got a really good writer that comes in and they're going through something, I love bouncing and feeding off that, because I'm like, yeah, tell me, you sad, I love it. Tell me. So it helped, that really helps as well.
Have you found that music's helped you escape from the reality of life?
Yeah, I guess like my managers, they keep it so it's like a bit, not too much fairyland. It is quite, you're on your toes a lot. But yeah, I do feel incredibly grateful to be pursuing music as much as I have done so far. But yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Ethan. I appreciate the interview. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers.
And I'm here with Sarah Rose.
Hello, how's it going?
Great, thank you. How about you?
I'm very well, I'm having a lot of fun today.
We've got great weather for it. Talking about British summertime,
Yeah.
and this is the perfect weather for it.
It is, I'm wearing my sunblock.
I'm not. I'm going to turn out the same colour as my hat.
Like a lobster.
Yeah, I said that to another person, said like a crab, which is similar, I suppose. But what inspired you to start music? Because I know it's probably a big part of your life.
It's been something that it's always been in my mind to do music. I wanted to be a singer, since I was like 5, and with the karaoke machine. And then it was something that I didn't really ever think was possible. So I always kind of just, put it to the back of my mind. And then when I was 14, I was so compelled that, this is what I must do. And ever since then, I've just been going for it. I'm 100 miles an hour.
That's amazing. That's how you got to be, I suppose, in this industry. But what do you think is the main reason people do join the industry? Do you think it's starting to change?
I think, I would hope that most people just join for like a love of music. I think that any other reason and you'll end up not enjoying yourself.
Yeah, of course.
And it's tough. So it's all about enjoying yourself.
I suppose that's a big part of it, 'cause if you don't enjoy it, you start joining for the wrong reasons and don't get as more successful.
Yeah.
So have you got any EPs coming up, any new songs that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I just released my EP in April. So that came out and we're kind of, my attention is still on that. And then I have a tour coming up in September, which is my first tour. I'm going to do a couple UK dates, and then I'm doing one day in Ireland, which is so exciting. I've never been before. And so I think, there'll be some new music out at the end of the year. That's the plan.
Oh, amazing. Who do you tour with? Do you have a band? Do you have a manager, and etc.?
Yeah, I've got a whole team around me. So I have my band, which is 3 guys, they're absolutely amazing. And then, I've got like my techie and my tour manager. Yeah, we're just a good little family.
I'm sure you've had some great moments. What is probably the best moment of your career so far?
So far, probably the surprise. My EP went #1 in the physical sales charts, and that was a surprise because I didn't know that chart existed. My managers didn't even tell me about it. Someone tweeted it to me, and that was a big surprise and a lot of excitement around that.
Oh, wow. What was the inspiration behind that EP?
I had the idea for it when I was 19, and it was a long process of, initial conception to actually getting it out. And it was basically, I come from an online space, and I wanted to put out a body of work rather than just a track, because I wanted people to get an idea of who I was as an artist kind of straight away, rather than teasing them and hoping that it... Yeah, I know. I just felt that. And so the inspiration is just kind of, I wanted to put out a body of work. The songs are all inspired by my personal life, and just, package it all together and put it out there and hope people like it.
That's amazing. Do you have any inspirations within the industry?
Yeah, definitely. I think that I love Katy Perry. I think she's wonderful. I think Taylor Swift, the way that her career has kind of, come from a countryside, into pop. I think she's incredible. I love Banks. I really look up to her. And I love producers like Cashmere Cat and Lido and things like that. So I take inspirations from kind of everywhere in the industry.
Oh, that's great. So good luck with your upcoming tour. I hope that all goes well for you and nice speaking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Hello everybody, I'm here with...
I'm Will.
Ryan.
Danny.
Reese.
And we're on behalf of Pop Scoop. And I'd just like to ask guys, do you have any singles coming out, any EPs or anything?
Yes, we just released a single. We released it last week. It's called Why. You can get it on Spotify, iTunes, all those other places. And yeah.
There we go, promo out of the way. Now I think we should do something fun with Who's Most Likely to?
Cool,
Let's do it, right then. So who is most likely to be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse?
Will's quite resourceful, so I think he'd be last.
Yeah, last.
I know we can.
Are we going in order?
I've actually thought about this. Like, yeah, I've thought about it quite thoroughly because I love like all the games and like Walking Dead and all that. I've thought about it. Like, my dad's shop is perfect. There's so many tools in there. Like, you could just sort them out, you know.
It's a long way to go, mate. Though, if you to get down there.
I think most likely to die first is probably Ryan, because Ryan would get bored of being in the house and just decide to go out on a rampage. Yeah.
Why would I go kamikaze?
He'll just sing at them and hope something happens.
Go away!
Right then, let's look for another one. Who is most likely to give all their money to charity? That's a generous one.
Probably. Well, no one can say themselves because then.
I'd say you actually.
I'd like to think I would.
I think it'd be you because
yeah.
you wouldn't think it through
and
and then end up homeless and.
Yeah. If we're being honest, it's not all of my money because like
Then if there was a zombie apocalypse, you'd have no chance, would you?
who would bail me out? That's the question off the back of
Oh,
that.
there we go.
Yeah.
I've given all my money to charity
There we
and I'm
are.
skinned.
I'd say you out.
Who would bail you out?
Who would actually bail me out?
Who would?
Well, you'll have the most money.
I'm sure.
But who?
I'm sure I have bailed you out a few times.
Bit of honesty here. Let's have a look for another good one. Who is most likely to laugh at the wrong moment? Who's got a weird sense of humour?
Yeah.
Will's definitely the worst. But
Yeah.
Reese comes in close second.
That's something I've done, but you know, it was just kind of a nervous energy.
Sometimes those things happen. If it's really nervous, like somebody tells you something that's really awful, and you just laugh, and it's not like you mean to laugh. Your body just loses control. You like freak out for a second. You're like, why do I feel like laughing at this? And it's awful.
Someone, a mate I used to know, had a tattoo on his bottom that said "Laugh or Cry." And I think
Was he
that's
drunk?
Good. He probably was sober when he got it, but I think that's a good motto. It's like, you know, you can either literally burst into tears and get down, or just laugh and think.
Right, thanks guys, that's been a fun one for today. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Peace out, guys.
I've been Jack Sims. Thank you. I'm here with James Huzi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Good, I'm well.
You excited to be performing tonight?
Yeah, it's epic weather here too. I can't believe it. I've never seen London like this.
No.
Yeah.
I think the sun's come up for British summertime, right?
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah. What's it like to be headlining the summer stage?
It's a crazy request to get in for sure.
Yeah.
But we played some stuff in London before, and I think they're just giving us a chance, kind of, to show what we can do on a cool stage.
I'm sure you hope to make it to the Great Oak stage one day.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I'm sure it'll happen soon. Do you have anything coming up? Any new EPs out or upcoming?
I just released something, and I've finished the writing for the next EP, so I'm gonna go into recording in like 2 weeks. Make sure that's out in like October. That's my goal.
Make sure to check that one out. What inspired you to start music? What age was it that you finally realised that I want to pursue a career in music?
My pop was a big like folk music singer. He was American, so he played a lot of guitar at home, and I just started copying what he did and playing my favorite songs: James Taylor, Grateful Dead, Simon & Garfunkel, and then got into punk bands and just started playing drums. I think playing drums helped me a lot to get in, just understand song structures and rhythms and really hearing everybody. And then when I studied jazz guitar, I realized I can write, I can sing, let me try this out and see if it works. That was 2010, so it's been a long road, and I'm happy to be where I am.
Do you still feel like you're learning new skills from people who inspire you, and if so, who?
Yeah, definitely. I think music's changed a lot. Obviously, everybody knows that, not just how we consume it, but how we create it. So it's not just about, you know, being good at your instrument and playing the guitar well. but understanding production and knowing what happens kind of behind the scenes. So I've learned a lot about mixing and production from, friends of mine that do hip hop on the sly, and then singer-songwriters. There's a really great girl, Alice Phoebe Lou, who's starting to blow up, and she's got her first 1 million views on a video and stuff, and that's going to be huge, and it's inspiring to see people make music in their own way.
Do you feel like social media is becoming a bigger and bigger thing to make in the music industry?
Definitely. That said, my metrics are not super off the charts. I've kind of enjoyed being someone that people can discover. But eventually, I'm going to need to have 100,000 fans someday, so it's good to start the journey, I guess.
It's a great way to start social media. It's a big platform. What made you start your social media? What point was it that you thought, I need to start a social media page, get my stuff out there?
A friend of mine, like 2006-07, when Facebook was just starting out, was like, hey, we got to do this, can you help me? And I helped him, and we got the first 1,500 fans, and then the first 5,000 fans, the first 10 for his page, and I was like, hey, I got to start my own thing to just see how it goes. And then a couple of years later, I started it. I just was never so much the person to show my face in the camera, and now I'm learning to become more of that.
It's great for confidence music, and music really brings out the confidence in people. Just to end it off, what is your all-time highlight from your long music career, I suppose?
I got to play really cool festivals because my songs were remixed by very big artists. So being on stage with Kygo and Dylan Francis at Coachella and Lollapalooza, and playing the roof of Soho House in Miami when as a special guest, those are really exciting moments for sure.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to me, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much, ma'am. No worries. Hello everybody, I'm Jack Sims on behalf of Pop Scoop, and I'm here with Shepard. How are you doing today?
Yeah, really well, really well.
Psyched.
Psyched?
Super psyched.
Yeah. Now I've heard you've got a new single out, is that right?
We do. It's called Edge of the Night, and I think we released it like a week ago now, or nearly 2. Yeah. About a week.
Yeah, it started as a bit of a joke song actually. We were in the studio and we were like listening to funk records, and then we were like, oh, let's just do this funny voice. We like auto-tune this voice like right down. It sounds like Barry White. We did it to like make our friends laugh, and then it turned out to be one of the favorite songs that people kept on coming back to. So I made the record, and now it's a single. So yeah.
How long did that take to write? Was that a thing off the top of your head, or?
It was probably like two days in the studio, 2 or 3 days. Really? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to have a listen to that after this. I thought, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's try and do Who's Most Likely To.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Okay. Alright, cool. So who is most likely to, bit sick on the head, but be the first to die in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, out of the whole band or just us 3?
Whole band.
Whole band. And me?
Yeah.
I have a terrible sense of direction. I probably just end up going back in a circle.
Who's most likely to be the saviour?
Oh, probably George. He's a good leader.
Oh,
so.
George. Yeah. Good old George. Who is most likely to fall whilst walking? The clumsy one. Who's the clumsy one of the lot?
Clumsy.
Dean or Michael?
I'd say Amy again.
I'm like the dud of the group, apparently.
Who is most likely to be the brave one and go for a skydive?
Well, that'd be me.
For sure.
I've been skydiving. I went skydiving when I was 14, yeah.
Where was that?
That was on the Gold Coast in Brisbane.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Really good. I asked for it for my 14th birthday, and my parents had a bit of a conniption, but they got me the ticket anyway, and I survived, so...
I'm pretty sure over here you have to be 16. I think you have to be 16 or 18 for that, so...
Oh, wow.
Lucky. Yeah. I'd love to do it. Who is most likely to give all their money to charity? Who's a generous one of the lot?
Yeah, these two girls.
Probably us.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Oh, it's a great thing to do. Who is most likely to listen to classical music? Is there any classical guys? Either classical guys?
Yeah, I love classical. I mean, I'm a huge soundtrack guy. Like Thomas Newman and Hans Zimmer, all that stuff. When I go for walks, I just put my earphones on, listen to that sort of music, and just sort of bliss out for a while.
Who's your favourite classical singer?
Classical singer? Yeah. Oh, I don't really listen to classical singers, but if I had to say, I was going to say Tina Arena, but she's not really classical, is she? Let's go Andre Bocelli.
Ooh, eccentric. I like it. Last one, you ready? Who is most likely to drop and smash their phone?
Emma, for sure.
Have you done it already?
This one.
Not, oh my god, touch wood.
I'm sorry if that happens on the way back.
Every time, yeah, hunt you down.
I'm literally, touch wood, but I have never once, I've owned iPhones for 10 years, and I have never dropped one. like as in crack the screen or anything.
You
so
wait, it's gonna happen.
no. I knocked my head.
I went to a theme park the other day and someone dropped their phone off the ride and picked it up and it was fine.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Couldn't have been an
Absolutely
iPhone.
Lucky it was.
Was?
It was,
Wow.
luckily enough. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for spending the time to speak to me, and we will speak to you all soon. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Jackson's Pop Scoop, and I'm here with Will Head.
Hello.
Hello. So, obviously, you're here, British summertime.
Yeah, man.
Justin Bieber's headlining. You was with him, I'd say 2 days ago, Cardiff.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was cool. Yeah, it was amazing. I got to play to half of his crowd because we were the first act there, and it was very loud, a lot of people. And Justin Bieber was like driving around on his scooter, electric scooter. So I didn't actually get to say like, "Yo, man, thanks for having me."
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just on. He was on it. He was just like scooting around. So yeah, if you see this, Justin, thank you for having me.
So, what's been your highlight of your career? Obviously, you've had so many amazing moments with, say, Rudimental, or pretty much everyone, haven't you? So, what's the highlight of it?
It's very difficult. I think probably I wrote a song with a guy called Leon Ware and Stuart Zender. So Stuart Zender's an old bass player from Jamiroquai. And we wrote a song with this guy Leon Ware in LA, and it's like really beautiful. And to hear the keys and his bass and like the arrangement of it, it's just really beautiful, and I kind of live for music.
Yeah.
So it's like probably the most beautiful music that I've ever made is my career peak so far.
Amazing. So, what age was it? Obviously, I'm 16, I'm quite young still. What age was it for you to realise that you wanted a career in music, and how long did it take to get to where you are?
I was about 9 years old, thinking, because Robbie Williams was on the radio, and I was thinking I can sing better than that.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. Even though he's wicked,
Yeah.
I just always thought, how much is he making? So I googled it, and it was like 40 million, something like that. And I was like, yo, mum, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Because I thought, you know, someone's got to make the music. Anyway, I don't know what it was, but I just love music, and I like playing music, and it's like really helps me get through life. Because I can write, if I've got a problem with something, I can write a song about it, and I'll normally make up a solution, or I kind of think it just evolved naturally. I met the right people. My manager is very encouraging, and sometimes you can get down about the scene, but that's wrong, because you are the scene, you make the scene.
Yeah.
So just get on with it. Start putting out music that you like. End of.
Obviously, your emotions go into your songs, but who inspires you to sing these songs, and who do you look up to on these big stages?
There are a lot of greats. Obviously, there are like Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Sly Stone, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse, Lauryn Hill, Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock. There's so many people that really inspire me. Kiefer, Hiatus Coyote. Literally, that I feel like I'm very spiritual, and I feel like frequency and vibration can heal, because they've healed me. Hearing certain songs have really helped me, so it's like maybe I could help someone else.
What sort of songs have inspired you in that way?
Like, there's a song that Sly and the Family Stone did a while back called Que Sera Sera, you know, whatever will be, will be.
Yeah.
He did a rendition of that, and it's so beautiful. When I first heard that, and there's another song by Bob Marley called Pimper's Paradise, and it's like that was his last song he ever recorded.
Oh, really?
And I was at a very sad place, you know, as you are through life sometimes, and I heard the first bass note, and I just started crying. And I remember it helped me through a lot. It just helped me brush the kind of dust away, and I don't know, yeah, it helped me grow.
That's nice, man. I can see you've got a very eccentric fashion sense, which I actually love.
Thank you.
Do you have any fashion inspirations? Of course, there's many singers who have eccentric fashion, Lady Gaga or whatever. Who's your inspiration for fashion?
I think nature is my main fashion. So like, I like bright colours. Like, this would be like some ice that's like frozen in the Antarctic, and this is all like flowery. I like anything to do with nature, basically, because living in the city you don't see much nature. It's like, I like to incorporate it. And like Prince, people like Prince, basically, who wear like crazy purple suede suits, stuff like that.
I love Prince too. Obviously, he's got Purple Rain. Purple Rain. What is the ultimate, you ready? Colour to wear, if you had to define one? Because I know mine's...
For me?
Yeah, mine's...
Or anyone?
For you?
Well, for me, because I'm a Taurus, my star sign is a Taurus, so there are like certain colours that resonate with my being. What star sign are you?
Leo.
Leo. I don't know what colours that is actually, I have to check it out, but for a Taurus it's like light blues.
Oh, do you find that your star sign represents who you are? Do you believe in...
No, but I do, I've read a lot about it, and there are certain things that I feel, so I'm just like, cool.
Well, but anyway, thanks for speaking to me, I appreciate that. That's very fun, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I've been Jack Sims from Pop Scoop. Goodbye. Hello everybody, I'm Jack Sims on behalf of Pop Scoop, and I'm here with Mabel.
Hiya.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. It's an amazing day for this, isn't it? It's British summertime. Speaking of summertime, we've got the perfect weather. I've been burning up. I look like a lobster right now, probably. I haven't checked myself. I'm probably the same colour as my hat. But how's your day been today, anyway?
It's been really good. I just performed, so yeah, I was just saying I feel like I'm like relaxing now. The adrenaline's sort of like leaving my body. It's been a really good day though, yeah.
I love your glasses. Do you have any fashion inspirations?
Definitely like Aaliyah. I feel like my outfit's kind of like clueless today. I don't know, the 90s, that's my favourite era.
Do you have any favourite singers from the 90s or...?
Definitely Lauryn Hill. I think, yeah, like Destiny's Child. I think Beyonce and Destiny's Child was my fave. Oh my god, yeah, so many. Like Sade. Love Sade.
Just so many, isn't there? So obviously Justin Bieber's headlining tonight. It's just, what does it feel like to be on the same lineup as Justin Bieber?
Really surreal. It like took a minute for me to like process it. Like, I love Bieber, I am a believer. I mean, it's a everybody actually is. People that say they aren't are lying. No, it's crazy to be here, but also just like I feel like I've been working hard, and you know these are the like little payoffs that you get.
So you've been working hard. Since when was it that you found out that music would be your career, or what age did you find out that you could really sing?
I was probably like 5 when I started like singing and playing a lot. Like I wrote my first song when I was 5, and I remember being very gassed about it. And yeah, it was like, wow, I thought I was so sick. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe I was like 18 when I was like, I actually want to do this properly and try without my parents, they're musicians. And I was like, I want to do it by myself also to like prove to myself that I am talented. So I moved to London and just like harassed people.
So have you got any upcoming EPs, any songs, any tours coming up?
I have a UK tour in October with a headline show at Heaven. So excited about that. And I'm doing like a few other European, I'm doing like Berlin, Stockholm, Paris as well. And yeah, like dropping another project before Christmas. And yeah, you know, just trying to keep that train moving always. Momentum's important.
Speaking of obviously worldwide, where is your favourite place to perform? Do you have a certain crowd, certain area?
Oh, definitely London. London's my favourite, but then I'm also Swedish, and the last gig I did in Stockholm was amazing. And people are like super proud, I think because it's so small, so like when you're like Swedish, people are just like, I think they're just really proud, so the crowd's always crazy.
Do you have a lot of support from your family, friends? What do they think about it?
Yeah, I have the best like team and like family and friends, and my team is kind of my family now in a way, so I have a like really strong foundation. I think otherwise like it would be really lonely, so yeah, I feel really blessed.
Thank you for speaking to us, Mabel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pop Scoop.